Hello, YouTube. Anyway, I decided that in the morning time when I get up and after I eat breakfast, I'm going to sit here close to the TV and I'm going to do a little commentary and memory video of what is on my face. God, age spots. Anyway, a commentary of people that I follow and some of the interesting things. So it's Karen P. So this is the first time I've done this. So I am sitting close to my television because I'm nearsighted and I don't have the right glasses. I need triple lens. If I have younger people following, hopefully you'll never, if you have good vision now, if you're a 20/20 person now, at some point in time in your life, you'll need reading glasses. But if you're one of those people that, like as maybe a fourth grader, needed glasses because you're nearsighted, the future is that you can still see close. But
you're also sharing a bathroom.
So let me get this. I got to bring her back. I am trying to be so organized. Anyway, when I watch the YouTube videos, oftentimes I have them running on my television set and I'm exercising. And maybe when my husband gets home later, I'll put out a video to show like some of my exercises that I do while watching videos, and I let them play on the TV, and I kind of enjoy it because I feel like, I'm in this house a lot of the times until I go outside to get some sun and do gardening. And I don't go far from my home because I am assisting my mom, who's 87 years old, and she can only go so far. We did go on 2 long road trips in the past 3 years, and that was such a blessing that she was able to do that, but I don't think that will be happening again. So the farthest I go is like maybe 3 miles away from the house, and I'll take her to the store. And she likes to just sit in the car and she watches in the parking lot. Sometimes she'll come in the store. She's walker to wheelchair. She doesn't have the muscle strength to walk like she used to. And that's just a fact. If you live long enough, things like that, it does happen. The strongest of people. I saw it happen with my grandma and, seeing it with my mom. And I can see the changes, turning 61. I'm not the same Laura that was 41, 31, 21. So I don't know who's watching this, but life does advance. And no matter how well you take care of yourself and your vitamins and you do all this stuff that you want to do to stay in good health, that age will catch up with you. But it's all good. We are born to age. So anyway, I have Karen P here, and let me show you. And I'll do a reactionary, and I won't go too far into her video, but I hope that you check it out. I've watched her when she's eaten Chinese food at a restaurant, and that, I think she was having her lunch, and I've seen her go to other stores, and I know she likes red velvet cake. And it's fun, because, with books, books are like, when you read a book, it is either a window of something new, or it's a mirror reflecting something you can relate to. So when I watch YouTube and I'm doing other stuff, I'm washing dishes or I'm cleaning the floor, I'm watching it and I'm running it, usually through my TV, sometimes through my phone. I really enjoy that because I get it's like I get to go someplace else. So today I am in Florida, even though I'm really sitting on a lazy boy in California, and California hasn't fallen off the coast yet. Fallen off the coast yet, like people have said for decades. California's going to have the big one, and it's going to fall off. I swim, but in a pool pretty well. But I'm not delusional. I'm not going to no ocean and going to be able to swim. So hopefully this won't be like this person on YouTube was talking about how California is going to fall off the coast. Now I'm trying to rewind her video. Okay, she's rewound. This TV is so weird. Let me hit play and flip it. Oh, that's how she starts it. She got all this. Welcome to my channel. So I'm very close to the TV. There she is. Subscribe. It's Karen P.
What's up, KP family? It's Karen P. Your girl is back with another grocery haul for y'all. Listen, if you're not already part of the KP family, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. comment down below, have your post notifications turned on. Feel free to share and subscribe to my brother's YouTube channel at Just Profit. So y'all see the title, y'all see the thumbnail, so y'all already know what it is and what it ain't. So with that being said, y'all, let's get into this grocery haul from Whole Foods. First,
where I live, we don't have a Whole Foods. We've tried to get a Whole Foods, but we don't have a Whole Foods. I have to go to a neighboring community. The community I live in has approximately 120,000 people. Been part of Netflix specials. It's just a beautiful community with some challenges, some infrastructure challenges. Anyway, she's got a pizza she's showing. And I'm going to tell you a pizza story. Because when I watch these videos, it just, you connect with somebody like, oh, vegetarian pizza. My mom loves her vegetarian pizza, but let me show you the pizza and then I'll tell you a story about it. So I got to flip it. This is about okay, let's hit play. See that? The vegan, ultimate veggie.
This here. Yes, the vegan ultimate veggie pizza. Y'all, I cannot wait to get into this. I mean, this thing here is topped with vegan mozzarella style cheese, roasted green bell peppers, roasted red bell peppers, mushrooms, black olives, and red onions.
Let me tell you a story about pizza and olives and a cat and a little boy I love a lot. How is that all connected? I spoke about it on a live the other night because I had somebody that came in and said they had a cat named Ollie. And then my brain is kind of, I had somebody reference me as a ping pong brain. I don't know if it's part of undiagnosed ADHD, or maybe we all are, but you think of one thing and it goes another. That's just natural for me. So follow along. I will talk slower. A little boy, a cat, a pizza, and a grandma. Well, I'm the grandma. So my grandson and I are out and we're ordering pizza. And there are olives on the pizza. Now let me rewind. My grandson has a cat and his cat name is, Olive. Now Olive, up until that point, I thought was named Olive because the cat is black and they don't have the cat anymore, but with very green eyes, and so they named her Olive, the mom, to because of the green olives. But I always thought the cat was named Olive because it was a black cat. But anyway, so my grandson's like, Mama, what are those? He had never seen black olives, and it was on the pizza. And I'm like, well, those are, that's olives. And he heard olive, and it was like, let me see if I can do the face. Olive, Grandma. And I'm like, oh no. This is why kids, end up needing therapy when they're older. No. Olives are these little round things. Try to describe an olive. It's not your cat. It's not your cat. But he thought that, I don't know, that it was his cat. But, so let's get back to the pizza. Pizza. I can't have too much cheese, but this is vegan cheese. Let me flip it. This is like coordination, running two things. This is much.
Yes, y'all comment down below if y'all ever had the vegan pizza from Whole Foods.
I have not.
Comment down below and let me know. I got 2 of these delicious chocolate raspberry cookie dough and gelato bites.
She got 2.
Yes. I was like, honey, why just get 1 box when we could just get 2, one for each of us? One for Kim. And one for myself. Hello. Yeah, I've never had.
I can tell you why I won't get 2. Because I will eat them all. I've gotten boxes of 1. And just recently made a video of my Sara Lee cheesecake incident. I keep thinking for decades, I will buy something and portion it out. Stuff like that. Other stuff I can portion out. Sweets is like my drug, my addiction. And them skinny cows, not saying these are skinny cows, but I think they're skinny cows or something like that. And they have the ice cream bars. Yeah, I bought them before. And, I'll call it a public service announcement. And I think they might have a warning on the box. Don't eat them all. Don't eat a whole box of those. And if you have, you may have an experience that you may not ever do that again. Let's get back to Karen Pete. Let's flip it. And I'm making sure I'm pushing the right button on this remote.
Y'all, and I'm looking forward to trying these. Y'all comment down below and let me know if y'all had these before.
I have not had
I got
those.
2 boxes of these plant-based pepperoni. Yes.
I don't like
2
pepperoni,
boxes of
though.
plant-based
I don't like the real stuff, so.
pepperoni. Truth be told, I've never had them. And I was like, you know what? They look like they taste good. So let me go and grab 2 of them. I got the Baby Bella sliced mushrooms. Y'all know your girl loves some mushrooms, honey. It's something about mushrooms. I love them. I love mushrooms. The next thing I got is these here.
Okay, 2 things. I've never really liked pepperoni. You know, pepperoni is the most common topping on pizza. Little trivia question. Pepperoni. Well, besides cheese and sauce. Pepperoni. People love pepperoni, salami, all that. So I can honestly say I don't like pepperoni, salami. I don't like bacon. You know, there's some like foods that people love. Popcorn. Don't like it too much unless it's covered with like caramel or chocolate. So it's like not everything I eat is like, you know, I don't want to say junk food, but yeah. So I've never really liked pepperoni, but I think that that's a pretty good choice, vegan pepperoni, you know, if you like pepperoni. The mushrooms. Okay, so that's back to, I live here. She lives way over there, never met her. I love mushrooms. And mushrooms reminds me of my daughter who hates mushrooms. And when I would cook mushrooms, she would say stuff like, it's like when you cook them, I can hear them scream. They seem like they're alive. And it was like, she's kind of dramatic sometimes. Yeah, I don't know where that comes from. But anyway, she doesn't like mushrooms, but I love them. I love the Baby Bellas. I love I don't know. I have not eaten all mushrooms because I've gone to farmers markets and they got some mushrooms, which I should film sometime at the farmers market, that look, I don't know if you've seen them, they look like aliens. I mean, they're weird. And I just have never tried them. But those kind of mushrooms, yep, yummy, yummy. And I read about mushrooms. Don't know how true it is, but for women, mushrooms are good for your uterus. I read that. But then I also read one time, a long time ago, and this still is upsetting. Talk about somebody put out, like, if you want to get your money's worth on a bell pepper, that you want to check to see if it's a male or female bell pepper, because a female bell pepper will have more seeds inside. And then when you're paying for bell peppers by weight, you're going to be paying more for seeds. I believed that until I read something that said that that's like was fake. And I would be at the store looking at the bottom of the bell pepper, like I'm checking its gender, and then buying the little boy bell pepper. It just kind of was, you know, like, why would somebody do that? You know, but I, you know, read something else that it's totally a myth. It's not true. And I still kind of don't know. Was it true? Was it not? Why would somebody go to so extent to lie about a dang pepper? But anyway, let's get back to Karen P. Let me flip it. See, I'm afraid I'm going to hit the wrong button. Flip and play.
Earth friendly, y'all. I've never had these before. Gluten free, okay? Coffee cake. And it also says 6-pack mini muffins.
Yeah, 6-pack mini muffins would be done. I'd have 3 for breakfast, 2 for lunch, 1 for dinner.
If y'all ever had these. This
I
is
have
my
it.
first time. They look very interesting inside the store. So I was like, honey, let me go and just grab 1 box. I got me some roasted garlic hummus. I love hummus, y'all. I love hummus. I just dip it, you know, dip the crackers and stuff right in it, eat it. You know, you could toast, get some toast, you know, toast some bread or some bagels, I should say, and spread it on there. There you go. Yes.
There's 3 things I'd like to comment on that. The first one was the gluten-free. I don't know how many years ago, I thought I might have like, I don't know how to pronounce it, celiac, whatever. I was having some digestive issues, but it's probably because, you know, when you eat a whole pack of, you know, skinny cows, you know. But so I was tested actually, and I do not have any reaction to gluten. Literally, they did tests, and so that was like, yay. And so I don't necessarily go for those products, but I'll buy them, and eat them. But probably would be careful because, like, I don't like to have multiple items of something because when it tastes good, it's like I eat it. So that's interesting. And the hummus. Now, as somebody who started going to Weight Watchers the first time in the early 80s when I didn't need to, and throughout the different programs for Weight Watchers, I was, having hummus. And I can remember the leader at the time is like, well, hummus is good. You have it with your vegetables, your carrots and your celery and this and that. And like maybe, a tablespoon, 2 tablespoons. I don't know. But no, I would eat hummus by the spoonful. It's nice, though. It is good on toast. And I like that. So see, Karen B, mushrooms, hummus. We got that going on, and olives. But my favorite 2 toppings on pizza, mushrooms and pineapple. I love that combination. Just give me mushrooms and pineapple. Okay, let me flip it. Hit play. Play.
I got grape tomatoes. Yes, honey.
Yeah, I like tomatoes. I'm fixing my garden to plant my tomatoes.
I'm cooking eggs.
Tomatoes.
Might do some guacamole spread or whatever.
I like avocados too.
Little pieces on them. Tomatoes. Yes, tomatoes. I got 2 bags of cauliflowers, y'all. Yes, 2 bags of cauliflower.
Cauliflower reminds me of broccoli that lost its green, but I like cauliflower. And, you can put cauliflower when you're making potatoes, or mashed potatoes, skinny potatoes, whatever, so that way you can eat more packs of cheesecake. Anyway, on the last thing I said, I had 3 comments. I noticed her kitchen cabinets. And I like the hinges on the kitchen cabinets. They're the older style hinges instead of those stupid ones that, I don't know if people have them. They're inside and they like pop off. I hate those. I'm having problems with hinges. Anyway, at my place, my mom's has a better quality. I live in a less expensive abode. Anyway, let me flip this. Play.
I'm always eating like green veggies, you know what I'm saying? Let me incorporate some cauliflower.
Variety is a spice of life.
Veggie and see what it is and see what it ain't. I got some basil. Y'all know honey. Well, some organic basil for those that want to know. But yeah. Got that, y'all. Honey. Season, okay? Only season up whatever it is you like to season it up with, okay? I got this here. The bistro pasta salad. I actually got 2 of them, y'all, because they was half off. So I grabbed 2. Yeah, enjoy today, 50% off with this coupon. And y'all know, honey, the girl love her a good deal. So I was like, honey, come on. I want 2 of them to come home with me today. Okay?
Now, the TV is playing an ad through her video, and it has where I could hit skip. But when I'm watching these videos, what I do is I watch the ads. I watch the ads through. Sometimes I've gotten caught on ads that are really long, but most times, except for what I'm incorporating now, I am moving around, either cleaning the floor, washing dishes, I'm exercising. Let me lower this. The ads are always a lot louder, my goodness. And as I said, I think earlier, I maybe would have my husband film the exercises I do, just short exercises to show, because it really does help. You get to watch YouTube, you get to go different places, but you can be moving. You don't have to be sitting on a lazy boy like I am right now. This is not typical. I am not somebody who sits that much, because sitting too much for me is like, I don't know, as you get older, it's uncomfortable. So I'm up and down a lot. But so it's still playing. So I've learned listening to YouTubers that if you listen through the ads, it's better for their, if they're monetized for their revenue. And, hey, we're all trying to, figure out a way to make money. And because our money isn't going as far. And so subscribe to Karen P. And if you like my videos, subscribe to me too. It's free. And if you just want to follow along and not subscribe, that's fine. Anyway, I am planning on doing lives. This is like a plan. 7 days a week, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. I'm Pacific Standard Time. And so I know, like, if you're on the East Coast, you're 3 hours ahead. If you're on the other side of the planet, you might be 12 hours. I don't know. I've done some lives, and I keep having kids come in, saying the first thing they're kids, and that is not going to be tolerated. I don't know if I am being trolled or whatever, but I don't know why somebody would come in right away and say, I'm a kid. So I've talked to several people about it, and they said just like time them out or block them. So not trying to be mean to anybody or whatever, but if you do have children out there, you might want to know if your children are using your devices or whatever and going live on people's YouTube, because I've had somebody claim to be 7 years old, 8 years old, and 13 years old. And it's just not that I have any content that would be harmful for a child, but it's not appropriate. Anyway, I hope y'all have a good day. I've gone like over 20 minutes, and when I do that, my eye wanders. Probably I have a lazy eye. I have lazy eyes. I'm focused, but I also have my videos of eye exercises, so maybe they're really strong. Watch, like, there it goes. Bring it back. There it goes. Bring it back. There it goes. Okay, let's do the other one. There it goes. Bring it back. There it goes. Bring it back. Anyway, my husband hates that. Want to freak him out. I just, what? Did you marry me because I'm beautiful? All right.